Welcome to Gardening with Ben, your go-to podcast for all things green and growing in 2025. Whether you're a seasoned gardener, a budding enthusiast, or just curious about cultivating your own slice of nature, you're in the right place. Join me, Ben, as we explore practical tips, inspiring stories, and the latest trends in gardening to make your outdoor space bloom with life. From allotment adventures to wildlife-friendly gardening, I'm here to help you grow your passion and reap the rewards. So grab your gloves, roll up your sleeves, and let's get started on this year's gardening journey. Hey everyone, and welcome back to Gardening with Ben. Yes, we are back. The podcasts are back. How long has it been now? Blimey. I think the last episode I've checked is February, and I do apologise. We have been absent, we have been disappeared, and we are now finally back with the podcast until I stop again. But hopefully we'll carry on doing them all, as I've been getting so many messages asking me to start these podcasts back up again. So we're back here doing them. And yeah, this podcast is explaining what I've been up to, where I've been, how things are getting on, and where we're up to now. So since the last podcast, obviously it's now summer since last time I've been down at the allotment, and we have got absolutely loads of stuff growing at the moment. It's obviously a hosepipe ban, but since recording this podcast we have had a massive downpour today, so hopefully it's filling the reservoirs back up and hopefully it's watered the plants well. But obviously when the rain comes, the slugs come along as well, and they'll be feasting on everything at the moment. So I'll be prepared for going slug hunting tomorrow and getting all them slugs away from eating everything. But what have we got growing on our allotment this year? We've not got a massive amount of things, but I've got a decent crop of things and I'm happy with how things are growing. We've had our strawberries. They've been really nice this year. They've done absolutely fantastic. As rhubarb, we've been getting rhubarb crumble all the time. Absolutely amazing. We've got all these apples are growing at the moment. There's cooking apples, there's eating apples, there's pears. My plum tree, I'm not too sure about. It's got plums on it, but they're just not swelling up. So hopefully this rainwater, what's come today, will help them swell up and get to a decent size, because that's what I obviously want, a decent sized plum on them. We've also got our tomatoes. We've got them indoors this year. I thought for the past few years I've grown them outside because it's been that dry, keeping on top of watering them, I've not managed it. But I have them in the polytunnel this year, even though this year's actually hotter than it has been for a few years. But we've kept them watered, we've kept them going, and yeah, we're getting absolutely loads of tomatoes off this year. They're doing absolutely fantastic. We've also got peppers growing. We've also got melons growing this year again. I've not grown melons for a few years, but we've got them back growing again this year. I'll talk about what I've been up to with them in my next podcast. And we've also got some carrots growing. I've never had any luck with carrots, but we're growing some. We're growing them in the polytunnel this year. So we'll see how they actually get on and if we actually do get some decent carrots this year. So stay tuned for that. We've also got potatoes growing outside. Not as many potatoes this year because I've had a nightmare with the squirrels. I had them all chitting in my shed, getting them all ready, and the squirrels ate them all and messed them all up, mixed all the varieties up. So I just ended up finding ones that I could and just planting them in the soil. So hopefully we will get some potatoes, fingers crossed. We've got lettuce growing, which is doing amazing. We've got courgettes growing. We've got sweet corn growing, and this year's sweet corn is the best it's ever grown. It's not been as tall as it has been in years, and it's absolutely huge. It's as tall as me, and I'm 6'5". It's doing absolutely amazing. I'm so happy with it this year. Hopefully, we'll get some great cobs from it. We've also got our beetroot in. We've got some radishes in. We've got some broccoli in. We've got some squash in, which are doing absolutely fantastic. You'll have seen the photos of how well they're doing. They're absolutely amazing. We've also got some pumpkins growing. I'm really happy with my pumpkins. We've got some decent pumpkins coming on our plant. So hopefully I'll get some decent ones for winter this year and for Halloween. We've also got an Atlantic pumpkin variety. I planted them a bit too late, so I'm not expecting huge ones on them because they're the Atlantic giant ones. They're the ones that do grow really big. But hopefully, if we get a decent sized one, I'll be happy with it. We've also got some, we said peppers. We've got, yeah, I think that's about it, to be honest. We have got other stuff, but I've forgotten what I've planted. But hopefully we'll get plenty of stuff growing down at the allotment. And this year I have got a stunning display of sunflowers. They are absolutely gorgeous. I've got the yellow ones, I've got the red ones, and I've got the black ones, and they all look absolutely stunning. I'm so happy with how well the sunflowers have come out this year. I used to plant them on the edge of my plot, but then when they flowered, they'd always be pointing at my neighbour's plot. So I've ended up planting them in the middle of my plot this year, and they're absolutely gorgeous. I'm able to get plenty of selfies with them. If I'm surprised you're not all getting fed up with the photos of them. That's if you follow me on Instagram and Facebook, as I'm just sharing loads and loads of pictures with them at the moment. And that leads me on to my Facebook, as recently I've hit 25,000 followers. I've been running my Facebook page now for 8 years, and I hit 25,000 followers. It's doing absolutely amazing at the moment. I'm so happy with how well it's coming along and how well it's turned out. It's absolutely amazing. And since hitting 25,000 followers, I've been monetized as well, which is absolutely amazing. Obviously, you only earn a few pence off it, but I get them for my videos, for my pictures, for people watching my stories on Facebook. So if you don't watch my stories on Facebook, do watch them, as that does well as well. So yeah, I'm happy about that. It'll all go towards my seeds, obviously, and keeping the allotment going and producing all the content that I'm doing for you. And as you've probably seen, I've been doing absolutely loads of content these days. I love doing it. I love doing content. But the only thing with doing all the content is it takes up time and you don't end up doing much on the allotment. But I'm happy with how well it's all coming along. So yeah, it's been a very good year so far down at the allotment, and I'm expecting good rewards from the plot this year. And I'm imagining we'll get some decent crops from it. Like I said, I've got lots of sweet corn to come. I've got lots of pumpkins to come. We'll soon be getting onto the fruit season. All the blackberries are just starting to come out, and all the raspberries. And yeah, I'm going to have a bumper crop of apples. I've got absolutely loads of apples on my trees. So we're going to get a bumper crop of them. And overall, I'm pretty happy with how well my plot's coming on this year. I only get down there twice a week now. I used to be able to get down there 4 times every 4 days because I used to work 4 on, 4 off, but I only get time to go down at weekends now. I'll pop down some evenings to give my plants a water, but I don't have much time to spend down there to do any actual gardening in the week. So yeah, it's safe to say I'm pretty happy with how well it's doing this year and how well it's all growing. So hopefully we'll get things growing, and hopefully we'll get a decent crop of stuff. And if you're not following me on Facebook, do give me a follow on there and on Instagram. And I'm sharing loads and loads of content with you all. And if you can, if you can't, don't worry, but just give it a like, give it a comment, and if you feel like you want to share it, feel free to share it, because obviously that pushes it out loads. But yeah, thank you. I just want to say thank you so much for all the support that you do give me, and all the messages you send me and the compliments. There's never any negativity on my posts, and it's just a great gardening community that I've built over these 8 years. And hopefully, like I said, these podcasts will be back out regularly again. So if you're not got your notifications on for the podcast, give it a follow and turn it on, and hopefully you'll be enjoying lots more episodes. And if this is your new first podcast that you've listened to of mine, you've got 400 and odd podcasts to listen to, so you better catch up. But yeah, thank you so much, everybody, for listening to today's podcast. And again, I do apologise for not being around and being hidden away. But if you're following my other social media, you'll have seen that I've still been busy. So until next time, everyone, remember, keep smiling, keep shining, and keep gardening with Ben, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to today's episode of Gardening with Ben. I hope you've enjoyed our chat and picked up some tips to help your garden and allotment thrive. Don't forget to stay connected with me on all social media for even more gardening inspiration, updates and behind the scenes content. You can find me on Facebook, Instagram and YouTube. Just search Gardening with Ben. Hit that follow button or subscribe button and join our growing community of garden lovers. Until next time, everyone, remember, keep smiling, keep shining, and keep gardening with Ben.